Dr. Raimundo P. Arcega, our Executive Vice President, members of the Board of Regents, our Vice President for Administration and Finance, Aurora Serrano, our University Secretary and concurrent Dean of the College of Business Administration, Dr. Elixir Ramos, our Legal Counsel, Attorney Jewel Bulus, our distinguished academic deans, executive directors, administrative heads, faculty members, parents, guests, graduates, good afternoon. Our commencement speaker today graduated with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Manufacturing Engineering and Management and Chemical Engineering, a master holder in Manufacturing Sciences too. He taught Manufacturing Engineering Sciences at the De La Salle University for 11 years, has worked in multinational companies like Toyota Motor Philippines and Unilever. He served as the youth pastor in the years 2000 up to 2006, and at the same time an executive pastor on the same year of Victory Malate, then Victory Taft, before becoming its senior pastor in 2008. He's also called upon by our Every Nation Central Office to develop materials relevant for our discipleship ministry and for leadership development. He's been in the ministry full-time since 2001, married to Eva and has 4 kids, Nico, Elihia, Nikki, and Nathania. Pastor Nixon is a dynamic preacher and a passionate student of the Word. He lives and breathes discipleship and believes in young people. Help me, ladies and gentlemen, to give a warm applause to our commencement speaker, Pastor Nixon.
You may now be seated. Thank you. Thank you for that generous introduction. And before I begin, I would just like to take this time to again acknowledge our university officials. Aren't you glad that you have such fine university officials who make sure that you are given the finest education? Palakpakan naman natin sila. Also to the faculty members, this brings back so much memory for me because I used to also teach in De La Salle University, and I would always wear toga every graduation and see young people off and go to their destination in life. And so, again, this brings back so much memory. But I really want to take this time to thank the faculty for their labor. And many of you are shaped the way you are because of the hard-working faculty members that you have here. So, another warm of applause for our faculty members. Again, thank you very much. If I may, is it okay if I walk around the stage? Because I know in the commencement exercise, sometimes you are tied over here, but I'm just a bit gonna walk. Is it okay with you? Yes, okay. Also, I would like to take this time to say and honor some special people who are here, which are your parents over there. Palakpakan naman natin yung parents. Thank you very much. Want to make sure that we are thanked and honored for your labor, for standing with your children and being with them. Alam ko, sobrang excited din you to be here. And at last, magtatrabaho na rin sila. Alam ko yung iniisip ninyo. Okay? Talagang iba sa inyo, talagang kitang-kita yung smile, a sigh of relief, and all that. Also, again, to the graduates, congratulations to all of you. Palakpakan mo naman yung katabi mo. Wag na ikaw. Yung katabi mo, tingnan mo yung katabi mo. Yan. Mukha bang karapat dapat graduate? So, sabay tawa, di ba? Okay. Anyway, today, just like what I said a while ago, days like this bring so much memory for me. Not only as a faculty member, or I did serve also as our department chair at one season of my life, as an administrator of a university, but I also have memories of this when I was a student. I know some of you are looking at me and saying, oo nga, napakabata ng ating speaker ngayon. Mukha siyang student. Naks, no? Sinungaling din. No? But there was a time that I was seated there. And of course, during graduation, sino ba naman ang nakakaalala ng commencement speech? Yung iba sa inyo ang iniisip na ano mangyayari after, saan kami kakain, at gigimik na kami. Yun ang iniisip nyo, di ba? Yung iba sa inyo iniisip, sana tapusin mo na to. Gusto ko na kunin diploma ko. And so I know what you're feeling because at one point in my life, I was seated there as well, listening to someone speak to me and inspire us. And so I was hoping in the few minutes that I have, hopefully, at the least, this will inspire you. But hopefully also, I'm hoping that whatever I say in the next few minutes, you will be able to remember. Because one thing I know, and even if I ask many of our distinguished university officials here, when I ask them, do you still remember what your commencement speaker said during your graduation, most of them will give you a smile. Next question, please, is the next response. Kahit yung mga parents dito, alam ko, at one point, naging graduates din kayo. And I am sure, except for a few of you who have an eidetic memory, most of you would have already forgotten what the commencement speaker said. Tama? Kasi ang iniisip mo, bumaba ka na dyan. Okay? Now, with that said, let me just give you a few things, hopefully, that will help you through as you commence. Commence means to start off, no? And most of the time, pagka tinatanong kayo kung ano yung sinabi ng commencement speaker nyo, either tahimik lang kayo, that's what happens to me, tahimik lang kasi hindi ko matandaan ang sinabi niya, or edi sabihin ko, if I even try to remember, what do you do when you try to remember? Ito si Samuel ba? Let me see. Have you ever tried to remember something? May tinuro yung teacher mo, nalimutan mo na. Iba sa inyo, kinakalimutan na ang tinuro ng mga teacher nyo, no? But you always say, let me see. What did he say? What did the commencement speaker say? So with that said, I want you, all of the things I'm going to tell you, hopefully, and impart to you in the next few minutes, will start with the letter C. Para pag sinamong, let me see, maaalala nyo. So it's a play on words or letters, if I may. And so as you go on into the world today, I want you to remember 5 C's that hopefully will help you become excellent beyond the 4 walls and 4 corners of the school. Because I'm sure this school, this university has done its part to making sure that you have what it takes to excel wherever you are in your future station in life. And so the first C that I would like to share to you as you go and start the new season of your life. Sino ba sa inyo napaka-excited nyo mag-start ng new season ng life nyo? Wala. Okay. Gusto nyo magstay lang dito sa University of Makati. Sobrang ganda ng stay nyo rito. Gusto nyo laging nandito lang kayo. However, for many of us normal human beings who would be excited about their graduation, the first thing I would like to impart to you is the word competence. This is my hope for all of you. That I know you learned a lot in University of Makati. Would you agree with me that you learned a lot here? Yes. But the thing is, learning does not stop here. And in as much that you have learned so much in the University of Makati, my hope is this, that one thing that your teachers imparted to you is not just that you learn something from them, but that you love learning. Because one of the things that you will never stop doing in this world is to learn. Tama ba ako mga parents? Hanggang ngayon ba nagla-learn pa yung isang parents may pinaghuhugutan? So mga anak, alamin mo kung sino yan, na parent, sa iyo siya na ikaw yung pinipertain niya. Pero ang sinasabi natin dito is competence, meaning always, never ever think that because you've graduated, this constitutes you to stop learning. Actually, this is just the start of learning so much more. It's once said that the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. Tingnan mo yung katabi mo, kailangan bang mag-improve? Ba't mo pinagtatawanan, no? Natatawa ako sa'yo. Pag titignan yung katabi nyo, nagtatawa kayo lagi, no? Bakit kaya? And so that's what we mean when we say competence. Hopefully, again, when you step out of these doors with your diploma, with your degree, one thing you're going to say to yourself is, this is not the end, it's simply the start. Wouldn't you agree, parents? Second thing I want to share to you is this. As important as competence is, one thing that is more important than competence is what you call character. Hindi lang importante na magaling ka. Kailangan maayos din ang pagkatao mo. Let's take the Philippines for instance. How many of you love this nation? Bakit ho sila ganito? Hindi ba ho nila mahal ang nation natin? Ulitin ko, how many of you love our nation? Very good. Thank you very much. Now, our nation, and I don't know if you disagree with me now, huwag kayong magagalit pag nag-disagree kayo, but I believe our nation has one of the best in terms of government officials. Magagaling sila on paper. Their credentials are one of the best. Yes, pag-aralan nyo mabuti. If you look at even the highest place in our government, they have great credentials. Pero it begs the question, na bakit kahit napakagagaling, may gigil pa, di ba? Napakagagaling ng ating mga government official. They're so decorated. Siguro pag nagsuot sila ng kanilang mga full color, ang daming stripes, no? Lahat na lang ng naka-beret, lahat nandun na. Everything, they're so decorated, they're so accomplished, but it still begs the question, kung ganyan sila kagagaling, why is the Philippines still where it is today? Because, ladies and gentlemen, and you will realize this in the future, competence is not enough. Kasi, kung competent ka, pero wala ka namang character, pwede ka maging competent na magnanakaw. Hindi, totoo yun. Hindi ko sinasabing, teka, matatanggal na. Okay? Di ba? Kaya minsan, ang gagaling ng mga magnanakaw sa paligid natin. Bakit? Sa sobrang galing, di mo mahuli. They're very competent, but they don't have character. In the future, this is my hope for you. As you commence into life, many of you will succeed in life. Many of you will rise up the ranks. Hey, you never know. The person next to you might be the next president of the Republic of the Philippines. Parang tamlay ng palakpak. Parang hindi ka maniwala, no? Don't you believe that one day someone from University of Makati can become the president of the Republic of the Philippines? That's not too far off. You know, I'm looking at I was talking to Dean X and some of the officials of your university. I am so, as an academician myself, believe na believe ako sa pagiging innovative nila. Because I grew up in an academic institution that's so traditional, when I saw some of the programs that are being offered here, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You have one of the finest minds thinking ahead, thinking at the trajectory of our academic landscape and doing something about it. Ang galing dito sa university, nagulat ako sa mga sinasabi nila sa akin. Pati ako, ang dami kong nga tanong hindi pa nga kami natapos ni Dine. Mag-usap nga tayo dito, Dine. Kasi I have so many questions, but the answers are so few. Kanta yun, Anyway, I have so many questions about the academic programs that you have here. So innovative, so out-of-the-box thinking. And that's what we need today, right? Out-of-the-box, very creative thinking. See, competence is never an issue. Even this university is oozing with confidence. And I'm sure it's producing people of competence. However, all of the competence is thrown out of the window pag wala kang character. Sira lahat ng competence mo. Kasi you can be competent, but you can be competent and evil as well. But when you have character, integrity, okay? What is character? Well, some people would define character as who you are even when nobody is looking. Kasi pag mabilis lang naman magpakita na maayos ka sa harap ng mga tao Pero pag wala na nakatingin sa'yo, sino ka ba talaga? Pag nakalak ang kwarto mo at nakapatay ang ilaw, ano ang tinitingnan mo sa internet? Yung mga ganon. Totoo, di ba? Research, of course. Kasi university to Nagre-research kayo. But the point is this. It's who you are when nobody is looking. What if you have the chance to steal and nobody would know? What would you do? How much is your price tag to betray your character, who you are? See, competence is not enough, ladies and gentlemen. More important than competence is character. So if you want to be excellent in this life, number one, competence. What's much more important than competence? Character. Maalala nyo kaya yon? Sana naman. Pwede nyo na akong kalimutan. Huwag nyo lang maalala yung sinabi ko. Alright? The next C I want to leave you with is this. The word chemistry. Yung iba sa inyo, alam ko sinusumpa ang subject na chemistry. Alam ko doon kayo nahirapan, kamonte kayong bumagsak dahil sa chemistry. At bakit ko sinasabi, when I say chemistry, I mean the ability to be able to relate with others socially. See, much of your success in the outside world does not really just rely on your character and competence. Mabait ka at magaling ka, hindi ka naman marunong makitungo. See, a study has been shown, I have read an article once that says this, our success out there is 20% your competence or your skills, but 80% on how you relate to other people. If you want to succeed out there, it's not just enough that you have competence and character, you must have chemistry with the people around you. May chemistry ba kayo with the people around you ngayon? Sino sa inyo may kaaway? Diba? See, chemistry is very important. And things that are very important in chemistry is first, humility. Sana wag masyadong mayabang. Have a proper estimation of who you are. Second thing about chemistry is forgiveness. Yan. See, it's one thing to be together. Maraming tao together, but to stay together requires what? Forgiveness. And so hopefully, you're not just a people who has competence, not just with character, but what? Chemistry. Tama ba mga parents? Nakatulog na ba kayo? So, total sa kanila lang naman to, di ba? Tanong nyo na lang later pagkagising ninyo. Okay? Total kayo naman magbabayad ng dinner. Okay? The next C I want to talk about is one of the, I think, a very important one. You know, when you have competence, when you have character, when you have chemistry, chances are you will get any job you want. Sino sa inyo, pagkatapos ng graduate, excited nang magtrabaho? Yung mga hindi nagtaas ng kamay, anong gagawin ninyo? Anong mga iniisip nito? Sir, ma'am? Attorney, can we sue them? See, many of us will have a job. But this is my hope for all of you. And listen to this one. Because the fourth C, as I go down, it becomes more important. No? The next C I want to talk about is calling. Hopefully, you don't just get a job or an occupation. I hope you land in the place where it is your vocation. Let me tell you the difference between occupation and vocation. Many people have an occupation. It occupies their time, it pays the bill. Pero, hindi sila fulfilled. Their job sucks the life out of them. They're tired. But if it's your vocation, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this one. If it's your vocation, how do you know if something is your vocation? Vocation comes from the word voca, which means calling. And of course, I don't want us to be spooky here. But may tatawag ba sa'yo? Dito ka baka lalo kang tumakbo. Dito ka magtrabaho. Yan ba ibig sabihin ng vocation? But one thing's for sure for all of us who's gonna go into the workplace in the future. Vocation means this. You will know if it's your calling when you go into that place of work, that place of productivity, and it gives life to you, and as a result, you are giving life to others. It's life-giving to you, and you're life-giving to others. Nakakita ka ba ng tao na nagtatrabaho, pero pag umuwi, masungit? Makakainis naman itong trabaho to. Baka kuya mo yon, baka parents mo, pero wag natin pag-usapan parents mo, nandyan sila ngayon. Di ba? And they go into that job, they have work, they can pay your bills, and that's fine. But you know what my hope is for you? Is this, that wherever you land after you graduate, it is not just an occupation for you, but it's your vocation. It's something that's life-giving to you, and as a result, you give life. I want to talk about some of your faculty members here. Most of the people who actually take on teaching, it's a calling. I used to teach, and it's life-giving to me, and I am able to give life and help others. It really energized me. And so my hope for all of you is this. Not that you're just competent. I'm sure competent na kayo. With teachers like this, how can we go wrong? Character, hopefully, you have them. Some of you are doubting your seatmates have them. What's after competence and character? Chemistry. Siguro naman dahil may friends kayo, meron na kayong konting chemistry. Sino ito walang friend? The fourth one is calling. Kasi magkaka-job kayo eh. Sana calling nyo. Sana hindi lang siya occupation that occupies your time. Sana vocation siya. It gives life to you. Last, and let me be a bit personal here. Now, I don't know if every one of you would share this with me, but one thing that has made me who I am today and has shaped me to where I'm at today is Christ. Okay? And last Sunday, we just celebrated one of the most significant day in history. It is the day death died. When Christ rose from the dead, when He resurrected, and it's a historical fact, things were never the same again. I'm not going to use this time to speak of all the implications of that, but let me leave this with you. Everything I've just said so far, from your competence, to your character, to your calling, to chemistry, to calling, all of those are very important. But I want you to know that when it comes to Christ, He is not just important, He is essential to life. Now let me make a difference before I end. What's the difference between essential and important? Do you know? Kasi sometimes we interchange the two words. Okay? Now, when something is important, it's something that it's good to really have, and if you don't have it, you'll really feel it. But essential is something that you cannot do without. So, let's have an example, an illustration as I end, no? Yung buhay mo, yung katawan mo, sino sa inyo, you believe, importante yung kamay mo? Hindi. Puputulin ko yan. Hindi mo nagtataas eh. Gamitin mo naman. Ayan. Ayan. Okay. Kasi titingnan ko kung merong hindi gumagamit ng kamay. Now, your hand is important, but it's not essential for life. Pag pinutol ko yan, kaya mo pa rin mabuhay. Now, your heart is different. Pag kinuha ko yung heart mo, at ano mangyayari sa'yo? Tapos ka na kahit meron kang dalawang kamay at dalawang paa. Because your heart is not just important, it is essential. Competence, character, chemistry, calling, all important. Christ, essential. Many of you might not share the same belief, but it doesn't make it less true. Many things in life we don't always believe at first, but doesn't make it untrue. So this is my commencement speech for all of you. Hopefully, when you are asked, what did that guy with chinky eyes said in your commencement exercise? Chinky, see? When you say, let me see, hopefully you'll remember all of the see I shared. And so, and if all the C's that I shared, hopefully the one C you won't forget is Christ. And so, graduates, again, one C, congratulations, and see you out there.